This is a big problem.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
At the 43-yard line.
Set! 19! At 59! Let's go!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Reset! 19! Alert! I'm coming for you! You mine! 53. 53 is the mic. Watch the slants! Watch the slant! Line him up!
To throw is Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Well, they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Watson. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Another try after the first down sack. Watson forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Check set! 19! At 31! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. You don't know no better. Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
53's the mic.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, Never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Say. Check. Fresno.
From the gun, Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Tighten up. Undercrush. 3.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Get wall. Check safety. One. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 50. Deuce. One.
Again, it's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Check 50. Check 53 is mine. Watch the car.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Set. 19. Check 53. Cut.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Over the middle, it's Fells. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And Stills over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Mariota on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Dunn breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Third and long here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Another time now.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Shit. Three. Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. One.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Kill. Ringo. Three. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, they scared. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Hey, oh, yeah.
First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Three. One. Chin
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
SOS. Hey, check right. Watching the ball.
Following the interception here, Mariota dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ronald Jones with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys are back within a single score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1st and 10 at the 49.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the run. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey,
back to throw, Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
53. 53. Check 53.
Here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Mike.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texans 23, Titans 17.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Caught by Jones. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch the pass.
Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. To throw, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check right, check right. Slam, slam, slam. One. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. 55 is mine, guys, 55. All day, punt. Mine, 55. One. Watch the run. 2, fellas, let's go. One.
Here's Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
There we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Slam. Alert. You.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you. 24. Check. 53.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
19. Check 53. Man, I got you. Alert. Let's go. Trump. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, flush to his right. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Check 53 is mine. 59, 59.
From the 25 on second down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike, 53. Echo. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check. 3. With Alpha.
Now Mariota. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Titans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to let it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Santos with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hey, no time now.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 53.
Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. They find some open field here. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Texans, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await